I wanted to make a video going over how to make those graphs through this online simulation. So I'm going to be showing you guys an example of how to do that. First thing we want to do is click width. And if I'm going too fast, you can always go back and watch it again. This way we can have a way of measuring our volume. So down here at the bottom where it says 10 nanometers, that's where we measure our volume. Now I'm going to add some particles. You can add however many particles you want. I'm just going to add 50 light particles. And now you can see up top, we have a spot to measure our temperature and a spot to measure our pressure. When we make our graphs, we are going to want to, label our sides and then use a scale that's appropriate so that we could plot our points really nicely. So I already have, if I'm measuring the relationship between pressure and volume, I want to keep the one that I'm not using, so between pressure, volume, and temperature, I want to use the one that I'm not plotting constant. So that's what I would be doing up here in that top corner. I'm not plotting temperature, so I'm going to click temperature to keep that constant. Now you can see as I change my volume, my pressure changes and my temperature stays constant. So now I'm just asking us to gather points. We're going to use the width as the volume because that's our best way to find the volume here. So we have a volume of 10 and our pressure is 5.8. So you can do this all in your notebook. I'm just showing you on the computer. Volume is 10, pressure is 5.8. We got a little dot right there. Let's see if we can make it a darker color. There we go, we got 1 point. And now we're just going to be getting other points. So we can make our volume smaller. Let's make a volume of 7. And we can see the pressure jumps to 8.3. So let's make another dot. 7 and 8.3. And we can get another point. Volume of 5. Pressure is 11.7. So volume of 5. Pressure would be all the way up here. My scale might not be so good for this. And for you guys, my video is going to run out pretty soon, so I'm just going to get one more point for you guys. 15, pressure is 3.9. 15, 3.9. And we can kind of see the trend here. We can kind of see how it starts really high, and as the volume goes up, our pressure goes down. So that's how we would be gathering our data points and making these graphs. Remember that the next graph you're going to be making is with volume on your y-axis and temperature on your x-axis. So if we're plotting volume and temperature, we would hold pressure constant, and you could choose either one of these. And then our last graph, we are holding volume constant and we are plotting temperature and pressure. So for the last one, we would hold volume constant. All right, hope this helped. And you can always email me if you got any extra questions.